This week is Parshat Tzav, just a few days away from celebrating Pesach. Pesach, as we know, we celebrate the exodus of the Jews from Egypt. The Hebrew word of Egypt is Mitzrayim, by translation meaning a place that was constrained. The Jews were constrained there. It wasn't just a constraint from freedom, but they were constrained in terms of the understanding, the ability to be able to think freely. Matzah represents the freedom on a mental basis that the Jews were able to be liberated to. The difference between matzah and bread is minimal. Is yeast. What does yeast do? Yeast makes bread rise. And bread, by essence, doesn't represent the very essence of the ingredients. Matzah does. If one looks at bread, it gives us an impression of something that isn't there, because within bread there's many different holes. There's air. Air doesn't represent substance. You can take bread and you can squish it down to a surface area far smaller than when it's just risen in the form and shape of bread. However, matzah, what you see is what you get. You see the very reality of what the ingredients are. That represents freedom. That represents the ability for us to be able to look at ourselves and have a mind which is full of freedom, of being able to understand the brutal reality of who we are as a people, who we are as an individual. Liberating one's mind to be able to think freely is a fundamental part of what freedom is, as opposed to being constrained by society's perception of what freedom is, in which what the Jews, when they were in Egypt, were restrained to. When it comes to Pesach night and we're taking out the matzah, sometimes it's challenging to be able to eat as much matzah as one needs to. But the fundamental message of looking at that matzah and saying to ourselves, what I see is what I get, is representative of who I should be as a person. Ultimate freedom. Have a wonderful Shabbos and have a great free Pesach.